Hey guys, Nick60 here, coming to you with a look at the Sawbuck repeater. You can see me here firing it in a demonstration on a Legionnaire of all ships. Primarily because it's the only ship I currently have access to that flies, even if it doesn't let me target anything, that has a powered slot to test this in. The Sawbuck seems like a great weapon in theory, but right now, due to the game's bugs, there are several issues. As you can see, it's a repeating cannon that fires in 3-round bursts, and these are 40mm rounds. It only has the 150 round box underneath of it, but so it runs through its ammunition really quickly. However, if you can bring it to bear for extended periods of time at the target, it works really well. Having said that, the problem that I am having right now is the fact that I either have a Legionnaire, which is unable to actually target anything, so I must attempt to very manually target, or I have my Mustang Omega as my only other flyable ship. Which comes to the main issue with the Sawbuck. If you can actually have it in a powered slot that you can target, it will quickly chew through targets. However, in an unpowered slot, as we're going to see in a moment, there are some pretty severe issues. However, I'd like to stress before we get to that it is a pretty good cannon. Yeah, it chews through its own ammo pretty quickly, but it's pretty great for chewing through other fighters if you can keep it pointed at them. However, here in my Mustang Omega, the Dragon, you're gonna see where the big issue is. It is in the lower ball turret that I stripped off of my Delta, which is unpowered due to a glitch in the game. Watch the heat marker next to the Sawbuck. I'm sorry. Keep an eye on it as I try to shoot this guy. You'll note I'm being very cautious with how many shots I take. Pay attention to the heating for a second. It's not going down. The Sawbuck in an unpowered slot, unfortunately, is incapable of cooling itself down, meaning that after only a few rounds, you're already starting to have major heating issues, and the more you use it, the more that heat marker goes up, and the more the heat marker goes up, then eventually the gun just breaks. You'll see me blasting away here for a sec to get a look at it, and there we go. Give it a moment. There we go. You see? I've barely put it through any use, and the heat has caused it to fail, and now I cannot use it. And you're gonna see me just run into an asteroid so I have access to it again. But I don't think we need to show the whole video, because I think my point has been shown that in a powered slot the gun could be pretty good. But they need to correct the issue of the heating in an unpowered slot, like they have with other weapons like the longswords that I'm also using, so that it is usable
for reintegration.
So that it is, well, just plain usable. That's the reason why I have the longswords, is I can place them in an unpowered slot and still use them to fire, because they don't have the same heating and power management issues as energy weapons. And I got the Sawbuck thinking I could do the same, since it's also a cannon. However, since it is apparently a repeating cannon, it does not have that same bonus. So you more or less get the same usage out of the Sawbuck in an unpowered slot as you would any other energy weapon in an unpowered slot, making it a very temporary weapon. And with my own poor aiming skills, that makes this a very difficult weapon to use. Which is a shame, because I really liked the concept of it, and it seems like it could be a pretty great weapon. Well, that's it for the Sawbuck. Just a real quick look at it. And like I said, glitches aside, it seems like if you could keep sustained fire going out of it, it could do some real damage. So if you do have size 2 or higher powered slots that you can put it in, go right ahead. Well, that's it for the Sawbuck and Arena Commander. Hopefully I'll get to look at a couple other things. If you like this video, want to see more, please check out the rest of my channel. Subscribe or check out my Twitter, Nick60vids, if you want to keep an eye on what's coming out. Check out my Twitch, Nikolai60Silas, where I will be starting to stream. And if you really want to help this channel grow and expand, please check out my Patreon, Nikolai60, and there'll be links to everything in the description. And talking about, real quick, the channel continue to expand and grow, I'm going to be hosting a series of game giveaways. The first one is out, so please check those out. And yeah, there will be a link to the first one in the description, and please keep an eye out for more. So until then, this is Nick60 signing off. I'll see you later. Fly safe, guys.